Hey guys, so if you're new to the channel, then welcome, and if you've been here before, welcome back. I probably should have made this video earlier, but I wanted to actually have at least a few platinums before I show you all just how bad my profile looks. I'll explain why and how it's got to this point as we go through. Also, if you could please leave a like or subscribe as I aim to reach my first milestone of 100 subs. Thank you so much in advance. So starting off, my account is 9.5 years old, and I've considered starting a new account purely for trophy hunting, but decided against it due to the memories I've got connected to this account. Another reason, and probably the whole reason why my completion rate is so low, is what you're about to see, all the unfinished games I scroll through, is I'm a gamer first, and a trophy hunter second. I'll never not play a game I want to play just because the platinum trophy may be too hard or unattainable. So April 2013, I'd actually just recovered from a brain injury, and if you really want to know, ask down below, because I don't want to bore you all with my sob story. But we start with Don't Starve. My brother bigged it up massively, over and over again, and nah, it's not my type of game. It was literally the first game I played on my PS4. My first platinum was Lego Movie. And then, as you can see, there's games that, you know, I started to play. I mean, like, Stick It to the Man was absolutely trash. But, you know, if I go through every game, it's going to take forever. So I'm just going to stick to the ones that really stick out. So Infamous Second Son was my second platinum. Amazing game. Easy, but still an amazing game. No ifs or buts about it. If we go further up, Battlefield 4. Well, as you can see, I've done none of the DLCs, but 95% on the main game. 2 trophies. Win a round of each game mode. Deliver 5 bombs in obliteration. Yeah. I don't know if I could even still get those. I don't know whether the servers are still live or what. I don't know why I never went back to it. The next one, Wolfenstein, my third platinum. I mean, who doesn't love Wolfenstein? Like, I love Wolfenstein so much, but I love Wolfenstein if it's at a standard level. None of this Mein Leben trophy on Wolfenstein 2. Like, fuck that. We go further up. Titan Attacks. I'm not even going to lie, I can't even remember what that game was. I think it was like a Tetris kind of clone. Dying Light. I had a trophy. I think it was the quarantine zones. Off the top of my head, I think it was like 8 quarantine zones, and I did all 8, and it was just completely bugged out. Murdered Soul Suspect. I remember buying the game for like £10 and getting the platinum in the same day. And even though I didn't enjoy it in the slightest, but it must have been like a quiet month. Judging by the fact that Resogun was before it Evolved, which was trash. Like, the idea was brilliant, but nah, just didn't work. Call of Duty, like, you know, who doesn't like a Call of Duty? Well, some people don't like Call of Duty, but again, 3 trophies. I don't know if these are even attainable anymore. If they are, then, you know, that 0.2% of players earned, that would be, I think, by far my rarest trophy if I was to go back and get that. So it's something that I've got to keep in mind at least. Going further up, I mean, Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare. I think there's about 6 trophies on that, which, again, it was just, I can't even explain what was going on in my head during this time. Like, I literally just used to put a game on, I'd start playing it. If it caught my attention, I'd carry on going. If it didn't, I'd turn it off. Like, I love Sword Art Online, but I only got 3 trophies on that one. Next platinum was Horizon Zero Dawn. I mean, who hasn't got this platinum? I feel like this is one of the platinum holy trinity that everybody has got at some point, along with God of War and Spider-Man. And yes, I have those too. Ratchet and Clank. I'm going to take a guess that that's one of the originals. I actually don't even remember playing it. But I did. Persona 5, brilliant game, but just I could never be bothered to go for the platinum. Dragon Quest Heroes 2, quite close on that one. I think one of the trophies was like, you know, you had to speak to specific characters on specific days or something like that, and I just can't be bothered. Going further up, couple of zeros there which I need to delete off. Nier Automata, what a absolutely brilliant game. Absolutely loved getting this platinum. A little cheesed off as well, because I remember getting the platinum legitimately, and then a couple of days later one of my mates was like, how could you buy, you know you can buy some of the trophies in game without even having to actually earn them. Regardless, awesome game, no ifs or buts about it. South Park, The Fractured Butthole, absolutely loved this one too. Thought it was pretty simple and easy, and I'd like to go back for Stick of Truth, which I believe was just a little bit further down. So I struggle with replaying games. Once I've played a game once and completed it, like if I try and replay them, I get a bit bored. It's one of my, like, how can I explain it? It's something I need to get over if I want to be like a full-time platinum trophy hunter. But we'll see. Titanfall 2, I mean, that's one that keeps coming up in my head. Like, let's go back, let's do it. I know the trophy for the speed run. I'm not sure of the exact time, but like, there's that little speed run near the start of the game, I believe. I need to do it, but I just can't bring myself to do it. Peachy Beachy Splashu. Now, don't judge me. I don't care what anybody says. If this had more of a dedicated player base when it was released, it would have had a sequel, as the third-person shooting in this game was on point. No joke. A fantastic game, only let down by its late Western release. No ifs, no buts. Absolutely brilliant game. Me and one of my mates got the platinum, and yeah, it was just fantastic. Resident Evil 5. I know when I was on the dark side over at Xbox, I got the 100% for this. Me and one of my mates' little brothers ran through it and got all the tokens and whatnot. Shout out to Danganronpa. I will never platinum those games, but love them. Absolutely brilliant games. There's the third one. God of War, you know, the second one of the Holy Trinity. Really enjoyed it. Valkyrie fights were a bit of a piss take. Made me want to rip my TV off the wall and throw it out the window. No further comments needed, really, as everyone has either got this platinum or knows of it. Cyber Dimension Neptunia 4 Goddesses Online. If you're aware of the Neptunia universe, then you know all about these types of games. You know, they follow 4 girls, each important to their own regions. Neptunia being the main character, it's always a case of like, she breaks the fourth wall. Turn-based combat, JRPG. Yeah, not really much else to say, but good game, good game. Diablo 3, loved it. All the DLCs kind of made it better and better, in my opinion. Final Fantasy 7, I'm actually ashamed that I'm only on 15% on that, because that is my all-time favourite game. It's something that I've got, like, I'm looking into doing again in the future. Demon Gaze 2, old school dungeon crawler that I really enjoyed back in 2018. First time I'd ever played a dungeon crawler, at least in this kind of style. And just like most of my platinums, I really enjoyed it. Blue Reflection, JRPG based around a schoolgirl who injures a leg, so she can't dance anymore, but then something happens and she goes into this like different reality. She has the ability to fight, etc. I'm not doing it justice, but it really is a good turn-based RPG. Then we got a whole load of games that I didn't even attempt to get the platinum. Dragon Quest 11, brilliant game. I think I got to the second ending and I just couldn't bring myself to do it anymore. Evil Within 2, absolutely loved that game. I remember playing it, and there was a ghost of a woman, and she was like wailing, and it kept coming through my controller, and it shit me up. It like literally sent shivers down my spine. But yeah, brilliant game. But because I know that the trophies, like to get the platinum, you have to beat it on like the hardest difficulty, and I just I can't do it. Fallout 76. That's 59% because of the DLCs. What's 75% all in all. I actually really enjoyed it. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I remember playing through it with my brother, and yeah, I enjoyed it. Resident Evil 2, amazing. Kingdom Hearts 3, not the greatest. God Eater 3, decent game. Apex Legends, got 100% on that. Obviously no platinum trophy, but I think it came like day one that it was announced. I'd got the 100% by day 3. I didn't turn it off. I really enjoyed it, but now I can't stand it. A bit similar to Call of Duty. Like as time's gone on, people have just got so good at the game that I don't even stand a chance against them. Days Gone, brilliant game. I just can't bring myself to go back and get it. Borderlands, Destiny 2. Ooh, relatively straightforward platinum, just time consuming, and unfortunately my one and only auto pop, which will appear later. But it was genuinely just because I wanted to play the game again once more DLC came out. But like by that point I was on PS5, so it was an unintentional auto pop. Yeah, more. I mean, like some of these games, some of them are brilliant games. Some of them are probably within reach of platinuming, but I just can't bring myself to actually do them. I mean, like Final Fantasy VIII, brilliant game, but I can't like doing all the card games and stuff. Like, oh, I can't be bothered. Crystar, brilliant game. Control, oh mate, absolutely awesome game. And thankfully I did it on PS4. So the plan is in the future at some point I'm going to do it again on PS5, but only if it doesn't auto pop. It's something I need to look into. Because if it's going to auto pop, then I'm not going to bother. But I would like to do it again at some point. Okay. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Never really watched Dragon Ball Z. I know you can ridicule me later, but it's an anime that I never really bothered with, or if you can even call it that. I don't know. Like, but the game itself was really good. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, brilliant game. Doom Eternal, loved it. Persona 5 Royal, I think I did better trophy-wise on that than the original Persona 5. Resident Evil 3, loved that game. Final Fantasy 7 Remake, I played it on PS4. I got more trophies than I did when I replayed it again on PS5. Terminator Resistance, I actually don't remember buying this game. And I certainly wasn't even, like, trophy hunting at that point or trying to get platinums. But awful game, but simple platinum. Trials of Mana, I'm not even sure if... Okay, so it's not because of DLC, but I think I just needed one last playthrough with 3 of the characters, but I just never got round to doing it. Maneater, as you can see, 4%. I tried it, I just couldn't get into it. I mean, a lot of people keep saying that how brilliant of a game it is, and it's an easy platinum. Maybe in the future I'll look into it, but as of this moment, I just can't bring myself to do it. Atelier Ryza, 65%. Not too close to the end, but pretty close. Don't judge me. Ghost of Tsushima, amazing game, but I don't know why I just couldn't get into it. Fairy Tail, probably my favourite platinum that I've got, just because I've seen a lot of trophy lists, and Fairy Tail is always one that, I say always one. It's one that I've never seen on anybody else's list. Now, I don't know whether that says a lot about the game itself, but I really enjoyed it. It's not too difficult. It's just not very common. I mean, you're going to see a bit of a theme here, but, turn-based RPG. So, yeah, take from that what you will. Then I think we start to, like, this looks like the end of the PS4 era from what I can remember. Neximon Extinction. Basically a Pokemon clone, but I just never got round to actually completing that game. No, I completed the game, sorry, but there's trophies like defeat every trainer twice, and I was like, oh, I can't be bothered to run through the whole world for a second time. Now I know, like, Astrobot, like, why haven't I got this platinum? And I don't know why. I looked through my trophy list earlier, and I saw that this was on 34%, and I was like, what am I doing? Like, I'm sure I was closer to the end with that. Same with Bugsnax. I could have swore I got more than just 6 trophies in it, but nope, there's that 9%. Oh, this is probably one of my biggest hates. Yakuza Like a Dragon. 1 trophy. Beat the true final Millennium Tower. I can't, like, my save file got corrupted, and I just can't bring myself to play the whole game again to get myself strong enough to then take on that true final Millennium Tower. I just can't. I'd love to, like, I love the game, but I'm mindful of the fact that what's it called? Like a Dragon Unlimited Wealth, I think it's called, is coming out in a couple of months' time. So I can't go back and do that 1 trophy for that, knowing that I'm gonna want to do that one. Cyberpunk 2077. I brought that the day it came out on PS4. I mean, I was playing it on PS5, but I was playing the PS4 version, and I just remember the game bugging out constantly, and I was like, nope, can't do it. So I just gave up. And never went back to it. Persona 5 Strikers. 2 trophies. Complete the inmate registry. Maxed out all bond skill levels. I believe, now I could be wrong, but I believe it's a case of I'd have to do another playthrough. And again, if I can help it, I just don't like doing rerun through games. I just don't like it. So, yeah, that's why that one's stuck at that point. But who knows what the future might bring. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Brilliant game. Easy platinum. My girlfriend brought it me for my birthday a couple of years ago. And I remember months after earning the platinum, she asked me if I still played it, and I said yes. Even though, like the majority of my games I played, they're on my bookshelf, collecting dust. But she doesn't need to know that. Further up, what have we got? Okay, we're going a bit further up now. Senran Kagura, Neptunia X Senran Kagura Ninja Wars. 2 trophies, I believe, when it loads. Yeah, so 2 trophies. And, I mean, if you look at that completion percentage, if I remember right, I was just really struggling with the 1 trophy, and I was like, oh, if I can't even do this, I'm not even going to bother trying for the other one. So I just gave up. There's the Destiny 2 one, but if I click into it, you'll see I got the 100% auto pop, and then started working on the DLC. Yeah, but the problem with Destiny 2, it just got ridiculous with the vaulting of the original content. So I just gave up. Blue Reflection, Second Light, amazing game. I believe it was you had to build bonds with every single character, and I think I was missing like 3. So I just gave up with it. Elden Ring, like, brilliant game. Don't get me wrong, brilliant game. But I will probably never go back to it. I'm not a fan of Souls-likes, but that one did almost sway me. Ghostwire Tokyo. Really, really enjoyed this game, as it was something different, with the exception of collecting all the souls or whatever they were called. But the platinum wasn't too difficult or tedious, with the exception of that 1 trophy for collecting all the souls. But yeah, really, really enjoyed that one. Demon Gaze Extra. I got quite far into that. I think I got stuck. I don't think I actually finished that one, which is, you know, like, usually I finish all my games. Not all my games. Usually if I get that far into a game, I will make sure I finish it. Sonic Origins. I mean, it would have been rude if I didn't. you know, 5-year-old me sitting by the Christmas tree, 5 years old, playing on the Sega Mega Drive. Plus, it was a pretty simple platinum, to be honest. So yeah, that's why. Cat Quest. Let's just carry on. I can't even. I think I just got bored of the game. But yeah, loads that are just at 1-2%, and I just feel really bad. Sonic Frontiers, it's another one that I plan to go back to at some point. Callisto Protocol, plan to go back to at some point. I mean, Crisis Core, brilliant game. Long live Zach. But yeah, a little shout out to Cult of the Lamb as well. Amazing game, absolutely amazing game. Dead Space, brilliant game. Resident Evil 4, brilliant game. I think I don't even. Something tells me I didn't even complete that, and if I haven't, then you know, someone needs to really give me a spank. I mean, Horizon Zero West. I don't know if it was just a bit too soon after I mean, hear me out. I know it's been years since I completed Horizon Zero Dawn or whatever it was called, but I just couldn't get into Forbidden West. It just bored me. Then a couple more platinums. So Final Fantasy. Everyone knows what Final Fantasy is, and I'm pretty sure the percentage of platinum earners on the first game is stupidly high. So that's enough about that. Dead Island 2. I remember like 10 years ago I went into the local Tesco, pre-ordered the game before it got lost in development hell for what felt like forever. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I enjoyed it, and I felt like it kept enough from the original, but changed enough for it to feel fresh at the same time. Perhaps a bit short, but meh. Still enjoyed it, nonetheless. Little bit further up, I mean, Bioshock, absolutely brilliant, but I'm 100% not going to attempt that platinum. No way. Marvel's Spider-Man. Like, I left this so late. Like, I just had no real interest in it, but I have to say that when I did play it, I did really enjoy it. And the platinum was, like, almost perfect, but not perfect enough to make me want to play Miles Morales or Spider-Man 2 anytime soon. I'm not saying that they're not good games, I just have to switch it up a bit, otherwise I get ridiculously bored. Also, like, you know, there's the third piece of the Holy Trinity. After that, Crash Team Rumble, I think, like, I got 77% within, like, the first night of it being released or something like that, and I think I had to knock three opponents off the point with some dinosaur dude, whatever his name is, Dingo. Yeah, I just couldn't do it. I tried and tried and tried. I was just like, yeah, forget it. Can't be bothered. Final Fantasy 16. Well, absolutely amazing game. I've got 2 trophies left. I mean, they're both hidden, but I'll tell you exactly what they are. It's for getting all the abilities and finishing the game on hard. I'm about halfway through. I believe I've just beaten Kupka and earned the rock ability. But I don't know, man. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad game, but some of the fights just feel such a slog. But one day I will finish it. Thank God I never finished Bunny Raiders. I don't want that grubby shit on my account. Simple as. And then this was the point where, like, you know, I got the hunger for platinum trophies. So, like, you'll see the shift. There'll still be games that I never finished, but you know, this is the point. So Spyro 1, amazing classic of a game. I've still got to do Spyro 2 and 3, but for now, just the first instalment of the trilogy. Enjoyed it. Only took like 8 hours, and it was the first platinum video I did on my channel. Guilt, very, very short platinum, but a game I'd kept my eye on for quite a while. Really enjoyed it. Quite an easy platinum. Glad that I added it to my collection. I think it took me about 6 hours. Also, really glad I did a video on this one too. Canis Canem, or Bully. I've never really been into Rockstar games, and I was very late to the party with this one, but I enjoyed it nonetheless. A couple of the trophies towards the end were a bit tedious, you know, like skateboarding for so long, skateboarding and holding onto the back of a vehicle. Or maybe that was just my method for actually getting the amount of distance I needed. Anyway, I'm going off topic. Infamous Second Son, First Light, sorry, the standalone DLC from Second Son. Yeah, I wasn't too interested in Fetch as a character. I preferred Deacon, I think his name was. So I just never bothered with it. But then when I started doing like platinum videos, I was just like, you know what, let's do this. It's quick, easy, and let's get it out of the way. Exo Primal, I really, really enjoyed this game. But for some reason, all the trophies are in Japanese, as you can see. Thankfully, I know what they are. Unfortunately, I won't be going for the platinum because I believe I'd played 160-ish matches at that point, and in order to get the one trophy, I would need to do roughly another 160 matches. So I was just like, I like the game, but I don't like it that much. Atlas Fallen, I brought it on day one. Platinumed it by like day 3 or 4. Really wasn't impressed with it, if I'm honest. Just felt like the game, specifically the combat, was really clunky, and some of the trophies were really tedious for no reason. Yeah, so yeah, be gone. Wolfenstein, the Old Blood. I mean, again, another Wolfenstein. I actually thought I'd already played this one. So when I found out that I hadn't, I had to jump into it straight away with both feet. Running around, shooting everything that moves, give me that type of shit any day. You can keep the challenges though. There was one challenge that was absolutely torture, and I don't know how my pad didn't get launched across the room. And it's actually my best performing video on the channel. So, you know, maybe it's a sign I need to go and attempt Wolfenstein 2, but not in the near future. I don't think I've got the time or the patience for that one. The Ascent, absolutely amazing game. I'd had my eye on this one for months, and the day I upgraded to PS Plus, I noticed it was on there, so I thought, why the hell not? Only downside was the co-op trophies and specific side quests that you had to run miles for, back and forth. Or maybe that was just me, because, you know, I wasn't paying attention and I was trying to rush through certain parts of the game. Don't just pees me off seeing it every time. Thymesia. I've got a video of this on my channel, and all I'm going to say is I don't think I will ever play another Souls-like game again. Skill issue, I don't care. Like 100% it is. I'm closer to 40 than I am I'm closer to 40 than I am 30 these days. My reaction speed ain't what it used to be. My patience is better than what it used to be when I was a kid. But when it comes to just unreal, I don't know. It just pisses me off, because I really wanted to do a Souls-like game. I pushed myself, and there were times in this game where, like, I died to the same boss like 30 times, but I persisted. And then to get to the very last trophy and just failing, like, it's forever gonna pee me off. I still give it a try every now and again, but I'm leaving it for the time being. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, probably one of my favourite games, at least from recent memory. I left it late, but I'm glad I did, because it's a platinum that I wanted to get once I played the game for the first time. If you haven't played this yet, then go piss off, play it seriously. A Way Out, me and one of my pals from work knocked this out in a few nights after work. Really awesome little co-op experience, and I'd recommend it. Lego Movie 2, I remember thinking to myself, maybe I should do a Lego game for my next video. And because my first ever platinum was the first Lego Movie, I thought, why not? I hated it. It's not like a normal Lego game, at least from what I know. I'm still debating whether to edit the footage for a video or to just delete it all. I also had a mini panic attack with this platinum as well, because the night I earned it, PSN was down, So I earned it, but then it wasn't showing up on my account. So I was like close to fucking launching my PS5 pad, the PlayStation itself, my TV, everything. And then Mortal Kombat 1, you know, 70%. I can't bring myself to grind out the what's it called? The side kick. I don't know what the fuck it's called. You know, you got the characters you can press R1 and they come in on screen. I can't be bothered to grind out like 5 of those. So nah, no chance. I probably ain't gonna play that ever again. Next 5, all in a video that I did for Halloween. Unlike my usual content, rather than talking through each trophy that I earned in the game, this was more like a mini review. But don't worry, I'll give you the TDLR. Forgive Me Father, awesome, amazing. Goosebumps, I'd rather shit in my hands than clap than experience that again. Corpse Party, retro banger, like nothing else needed. Resident Evil 7, amazing, like, you know, first person, Resi, Evil, give me that any day of the week. And Little Nightmares 2, beautiful and surprising. I wasn't expecting myself to enjoy it as much as I did. And then that brings me pretty much up to date. I can go up one more place, but then you'll see the video that I'm hoping is going to be an absolute banger. All I'm going to say is it's my longest platinum trophy. It took me, I think it took a total of 54-ish hours to platinum, and I haven't seen anybody else do a video on it yet, so I'm keeping it a secret for now. Just in the hope that, you know, it'll kind of elevate me a little bit in the world of YouTube. And when I say elevate, I mean just push me that little bit I need for that 100 subs. Because once I get to 100 subs, I'll be, you know, I'll be happy days. But yeah, so that's my trophy list, and I know that there's a lot of games on there that have been untouched. I mean, even what you can see on the screen now, Hot Wheels Unleashed, like, that's something that I'm kind of working on in the background. Persona 5 I'm not. Disney Speedstorm, no. Like, that was just racing games that I was playing with my son, but one of them. So yeah, so if you made it this far and there was any games you saw on the list that you feel like I should go back and attempt, let me know. And in the future, I'm thinking of doing some form of random generator to pick my next platinum. So is there any games that you would suggest for that? Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully you guys will leave me a like, leave me a subscription, and join me at my next video.